Have you ever wondered what happened to the priceless paintings and sculptures looted by the Nazis during World War II? Masterpieces by artists like Van Gogh, Rembrandt and Monet vanished, hidden in vaults, castles, salt mines, and some never seen again. During the rise of the Nazi regime, Adolf Hitler had a vision not just of conquest but of culture. He wanted to build the world's greatest museum, the Führer Museum, in his hometown of Linz, Austria. To fill its halls, the Nazis plundered Europe's greatest private and public art collections. But what happened to those stolen treasures? As German troops marched across Europe, they didn't just seize cities, they seized culture. Jewish families, collectors, galleries, nothing was safe. Entire collections were catalogued and taken, sometimes destroyed, sometimes stored. One of the most infamous examples is the Rothschild family, one of the wealthiest families in Europe. Their Vienna collection included paintings, sculptures, and decorative arts. When the Nazis annexed Austria in 1938, they seized it all. But the looting wasn't just about power, it was personal. Hermann Goering, one of Hitler's top commanders, was obsessed with art. He built a private collection of over 1,500 works, many stolen. He would personally select what he liked and trade away others. The Nazis used experts, art historians, museum directors, to catalogue, identify and transport stolen works. Special units like the Einsatzstab Reichsleiter Rosenberg, or ERR, were responsible for seizing art and cultural property, especially from Jewish owners. So where did all this stolen art go? Some were taken to Germany, some were hidden in remote castles, underground bunkers, salt mines and caves. One of the most famous hiding spots, the Altaussee salt mine in Austria. Over 6,500 paintings, including Vermeer's The Astronomer and Michelangelo's Madonna of Bruges, were stored deep within its tunnels. But as the war neared its end, the Allies learned of the hidden art, and they formed a special group, the Monuments Men. Made up of museum directors, curators and historians, their mission was to locate, protect and recover stolen art. They raced against time. As the Nazis retreated, they began to destroy what they couldn't take. In Altaussee, explosives were wired to detonate and seal the mine forever. But thanks to local miners and brave acts of resistance, the plan was stopped. The Monuments Men entered and began to uncover treasures beyond imagination. But even after the war, the nightmare wasn't over. Tens of thousands of pieces were never recovered. Some were lost, others were smuggled into private hands. Many found their way into museums, where their origins were quietly ignored. For decades, silence and denial covered the truth. Then came the 1990s, new laws, new investigations, and, a renewed global effort to return stolen art to rightful heirs. One of the most famous restitution cases involved Gustav Klimt's portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer I. Stolen from a Jewish family during the Nazi era, it ended up in an Austrian museum. After years of legal battles, it was returned to the family and later sold for $135 million. But not every story ends with justice. Many families still don't know what was lost. Many museums resist giving up prized works, and the trail grows colder with time. In recent years, advances in technology and digitized archives have helped trace the origins of some pieces. Databases track suspicious provenance. Whistleblowers and historians piece together the puzzle. Yet even today, experts estimate over 100,000 artworks remain missing. Where are they? Some could be in private collections, hidden, traded, or forgotten. Others might be in galleries, hanging quietly under false names. A few may have been destroyed, lost forever to war and fire. But the search continues, and behind every missing painting is not just a collector's loss, but a family's history, a culture's identity, and a stolen legacy. So, the next time you walk through a museum, ask yourself, who once owned this art? What hands did it pass through? And could this painting be part of the greatest unsolved art theft in history? The war may be over, but the hunt is not. And somewhere, perhaps in a dusty attic, a forgotten crate, or behind a false wall, the secrets of Nazi stolen art are still waiting to be uncovered. Until then, the mystery remains.